Hi guys, so today I am doing a long-awaited video. It's been months and months and months, but I figured I would do my VIB Rouge sale haul. This is actually kind of a combination between the VIB Rouge sale and the Friends and Family sale, but I'd figure I'd just clump it all together. I made a list because there's a lot of stuff and I just wanted it to be as organized as possible. So here we go. First, I got the Bite lipstick duo, and it's one of the little ones, and it's in the latte cortado one, and it's the luminous cream lipstick duo. So I got one and I fell in love with it so much that I bought a backup because they don't sell these in their regular line. So it's gorgeous. It's what I'm wearing right now. I'm wearing I think I'm wearing the latte side, yeah. Which is just like a really nice nude. They're super creamy. They're a little bit of a thicker formula, but I really like it because my lips feel dry, so I like that feeling of like them being coated, and I don't feel any of the like unevenness from like my lips being dry. So that's the lighter one that I'm wearing, and then there's the tiny bit darker. If you're my skin tone, then it's really nice nude. I'm completely in love. So obviously, because I bought another one. Next, I got the Beauty Blender set that looks like this, and it has a black one, a pink one, and then the micro. And it also has, oh, here it is, the Reactivate spray, and I want to buy this full size. It's just like this teensy little one. You get like 0.6 fluid ounces, which is kind of ridiculous because it's going to be gone soon. It is very interesting, and I don't know that it's anything that's special, but when you're on the go, it helps. So when I had my composite pictures for graduation, like a few weeks ago, what I did is I took a beauty blender, and I was originally gonna like redo my makeup all the way before pictures because it was at like 5:30 or something. So instead, my makeup still looked pretty good, but just to touch up, I used a beauty blender. I sprayed it with this, and then I retouched up like my laugh lines and my concealer, and then the spots where my glasses hit on my nose, and my makeup looked like I had just done it. So I would totally buy the full size, and I keep looking on their site, on beauty.com and on Sephora.com to see if they're going to release the full size, but I haven't seen it yet. So, but it's such a good deal because it's $40 and you're getting, it says $59 value. So, you know, you can never have too many beauty blenders. Next, I got something that I am 95% in love with. I'm wearing it today, and it is the Estée Lauder little black liner. I got this because Lisa SZ09 has been raving about it, and I'm like a die-hard Kat Von D tattoo liner and Trooper eyeliner fan. Like, I put everyone on it. I'm addicted to it myself. Like, I cannot stop with that liner. But I was like, let me give this one a shot. So there are two different sides. One says thin, thick, and the other one says ultra fine. I bought it thinking I'm only going to use the ultra fine side, so I don't even know what the point is, but I end up using the other side a lot more. And actually, you could go thinner than that. I just kind of like laid it on there, but this is what the thin, thick line looks like, and it's kind of like a little paddle. So if you're doing the thin line, it's like that. So it's this one right here. Oh, I just marked myself. And if you're doing the thick line, it looks like that. First of all, look how freaking dark that is. It's just like so pitch black, which I know like every liner is black, but this one is super duper black. And it dries very, very matte and bold. And to me, it gives the look of gel liner, which I love gel liner. I don't have the time or the patience for that shit. Like, I cannot sit there and do gel liner every morning. I try, and I just can't. So I love this. The only problem I have is because of the stiffness of both sides, it skips a little, so you have to be so freaking careful in making your line, or else you'll have like these jagged edges. Doing a wing is a little bit more difficult than when you're using the Kat Von D. I mean, not much more difficult, but it is more difficult. The Kat Von D, it's so easy because it's just so fluid, it's so soft. This is a lot more stiff, so it can be problematic when you're trying to get that perfect wing. There have been days when I use this for doing the line along my upper lid, and then I use the Kat Von D as my flick. And it works really fine, but when you look really close up, you can tell that this is just more black, more matte, just, ugh. So I totally recommend it, with the caveat that you do have those issues. You have to be more careful, but to me, this one is worth being careful. I think I talked about that for like 3 or 4 minutes. I'm sorry, but like I really am all about that liner right now. So next, and I think everything I am showing I have on, or most of the things, is the Makeup Forever Super Matte Loose Powder in number 52, and I think it's like the apricot beige. I've been wanting this for so long. I have it all over my face right now, except for under my eyes, and I absolutely recommend it. It is super mattifying. Yesterday I had my face on for like, 12 hours maybe, which is pretty typical for my life, and it looked perfect all day, no joke. I should have taken a picture, I don't know why I didn't. I cut the plastic piece so only 2 dots are showing, so that I can really control how much comes out, and if I really want to travel with it, I can. So absolutely recommend that. I was worried that it was going to be too orange. I don't think it looks too orange, but I guess you can be the judge of that. Next, another purchase that I'm in love with is the Suratt eyelash curler. It came in the most luxurious packaging. It was like black and then a little like velvet pouch and then a tiny little like tag on it. It was intense. I liked it though. I'm in love. So I've been using the Tarte lash curler for the last year. And then before that, I think I was using the Sephora one, which the Tarte one was good. The Sephora one was good. Before that, I used the Shu Uemura one, which was good. Very good. Probably the best out of those 3. The Suratt one, in love. I'm so in love. So much so that usually I curl and then mascara and then curl and then mascara. With this one, I can curl both and then mascara, apply mascara. And this one hasn't fallen yet. So to me, that's pretty awesome because it cuts out the like going back and forth. It is very gentle on my lashes because it doesn't have a spring that pops it back up. So it's, the control that you have to keep it from pinching your eyes is what makes the difference, I think. So absolutely recommend this, and you'll have it for a really long time. What else? The Black Up foundation. Okay, so this is something that I'm so excited about. It's a line that is specifically for women of color. I'm in the second lightest. I'm in, it's like NFL 02, but it just says 02 on the bottom. And it's the mattifying fluid foundation. This one is a little bit orangey compared to my natural skin on my face, my natural skin tone, but it matches my body really well because my body gets a lot more sun than my face does. It is fantastic. It is super duper mattifying, and it makes me so excited that I'm the second lightest in a shade range. Like, that just is amazing to me. And it goes up to, I think, like 14 or 16, and I don't know, like, it just makes me really happy that cosmetic companies are catching on that women of color wear foundation and highlight and bronzer and all of those things also. So if you are a woman of color and you're my skin tone, a little bit lighter or much darker than I am, look up Black Up. It's totally worth it. And if you have oily skin, this is where it's at. Alright, my camera is like about to die, and I don't know how because I haven't filmed in so long. The battery should be okay. Next, I got the Kat Von D shadow in Thunderstruck. I know that's not a surprise. It is as awesome as everyone says it is. That's me flicking you off with it. That's a pretty heavy swatch, and then you can see, at first when I saw it, I thought it was very similar to NARS Albatross, and so I was like, why would I get that? But I swatched them side by side, and I can swatch it for you now. And it's not. I actually like Thunderstruck a lot better. So that's what NARS looks like. You can't even like see it that well. That's what the NARS looks like, and there it is, spread out. I mean, it's more of a, it's more yellow, where this is more like opalescent. So it's, I still like the NARS Albatross, but it's definitely not the same thing. So I would recommend the Kat Von D Thunderstruck. I think it's gorgeous. It's like this weird texture though. Like everyone's like, it's so smooth, and it is, but it's kind of like this, there's something, not chunky, I don't know the word, but it's a different, it's like a very powdery powder. I know that sounds so stupid, but I've used it as an eyeshadow and a highlight, and I love it, and I would totally recommend it. Next, I'm kind of embarrassed. I don't know why I'm embarrassed. I shouldn't be. But I caved and I got the Jaclyn Hill palette from Becca. I was like so against getting the champagne pop because it, to me, it's like such a fad thing. Like, I don't know, all of these collaborations. I think it's really cool that people are getting recognition off of YouTube, but I also think like everyone's kind of like out to get a buck, and I just feel like, I don't know. If you want me to talk about it, I'll talk about it, but I was just against the whole thing. But then when I saw the palette and the whole palette, there's a lot less product, but it was cheaper than just getting the single. I was like, I might as well try it. So you have Pearl, Champagne Pop, and then Blush Copper right here. I have Pearl and Champagne Pop as my highlight right now. I do really like it. I'm not like crazy in love with it. What I am crazy in love with moisturizer is the Becca Afterglow palette that they have at Ulta. Oh, it is bomb. I'm so in love with it. And so you have the, you have Moonstone, Rose Gold, Topaz, Wild Honey, and Flower Child. And I mix and match, you can tell it's like so dirty. I mix the powders like back and forth. I have a new like combo every day. And I think what really lends to the magic is the e.l.f. Small Tapered Brush. Oh, I love it so much, and it's perfect for these powders. It just does something good. So I recommend the Becca Afterglow more than I recommend the Becca Jaclyn Hill palette. I mean, the Jaclyn Hill palette is nice, but I don't think it's like, ooh, so crazy. Next, I got these two cleansers from Drunk Elephant, which I'm so excited about. I got the Pekee bar and the JuJu bar. The Pekee bar is like meant to be used during the day. Wait. No, during the night, right? I think so. In the evening, yeah. So this is the one that's at night, and it's just a white bar of soap. When you get it, it has like a little elephant engraved in it, but I've used it too much to be able to see the elephant. Yeah, it's just a white bar of soap. And I thought I wouldn't love the bar of soap idea, but I actually am really into it. And then this is the JuJu bar, which is supposed to be the daytime one. I can tell you I like the JuJu bar more than the Pekee bar, but both of them have been great. I'm really into Drunk Elephant, and I think that they are an investment, but it's an investment that's worth it. So I would, I have very oily skin and acne prone. I'm breaking out like crazy right now, and I've only been using this for maybe like 4 or 5 days, and I feel like my skin is repairing itself quicker than it has been. So very excited about those. Next I got, oh, I'm kind of embarrassed about this too, but the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Me and every other girl who, and boy, who had the VIB Rouge code bought this shit. So one of many, and it is freaking amazing. I mean, I used it today. I've had it before, and I just like, you know, used it all over, and I didn't think it did anything special, but for setting under eyes, there is something very good about this. I don't know why it's so good, but it really is. I personally like using it. I developed a lisp just then with the NARS Yachio brush. This is gonna sound like a weird selling point, but there is this, not roughness, but kind of a roughness to this brush that it picks up and sets down powder so damn well. I also, today I used the Sephora number 79 Pro Contour, and it's so smooth that sometimes it doesn't pick up, it doesn't pick up enough, and it doesn't set down enough powder, which is like, so I have to like kind of almost scoop it, which is very annoying. With the NARS one, it just like picks it up so well because the edges of the bristles are just a little bit, I don't want to say rough because that sounds bad, but a little bit rough, and it just sets it so nicely. So definitely, if you were thinking about this expensive NARS brush, I recommend. What else? Oh, I got a little powder puff to go with the NARS translucent, with the Sephora, oh my god, the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I've been a big fan of powder puffs ever since the Beauty Vault talked about hers, and I love her makeup all the time. It's always flawless. So I have 2 from the company that she buys hers from, and they're really dirty, so I don't use them anymore. So I figured it would be nice to have a new one, and this one's so soft. I really like it. So I've only used it once. I don't know if you can tell how dirty it is from just that one time, but it's just so soft and nice to set. So if you really, want to lock in your foundation and have it last all day, I recommend at least trying the powder puff. Next, I got this gloss from Buxom in Hot Toddy. I don't have any now, but I will put some on. Okay. See, my camera's like losing it. I'm not a gloss person, but I finished a Buxom gloss in like 8 to 10 months last year, which is crazy. Like, I don't finish glosses. I have a bunch of them. I don't finish them. There's something like so comfortable about this on the lips that I will use it all day, every day. And this one is like the most nude one I've ever seen. My last one was Mudslide, and I really liked that, but it had more pink in it. And this one's just like straight up like nude. I guess I could swatch it right here. It's so gorgeous. I love it, and I would definitely recommend it if you're into glosses or if you're like me and you don't really like it. But it's like a step up from like a lip balm or something like that. Next, I got these. I was so excited about them. The Boscia Saki Brightening Hydro Gel Eye Masks. I've been wanting to try eye masks for so long, but not the fabric ones. But they're so expensive, so okay, they're not expensive, but to me, for something that you're going to use one time, they're expensive. I'm just kind of cheap. So these were $15, I think, for 3 pairs. And I was like, okay, I can get with that, like $5 each pair, and with the discount. I used them for the first time this morning, and I did really like it. You can see how it like smooths out the area. When you take it off, it's just like perfectly smooth, like you just like ran an iron over it, but that would be really dangerous. So not like you ran an iron over it. I really, really like them. I wish I'd gotten another box. Yeah, really love them. Like, I kind of want to give my mom a pair, but then I'm like, oh, I want them. Next, I got this mask from Caolion, I think. And it's the, what is it called? The Pore Original Pore Pack. I've only used it once, and I don't really know what I think about it. So it has like the first one that you put on, and it's like this black mask, and then you have the second one, it's like this white one, and it's supposed to like seal in the pores or something. I don't know. I've never been like the biggest mask fan. Once in a while I'll get into them, and then I'm like completely over it because I don't feel like they give you any lasting results. I didn't see any kind of difference after doing it one time. I plan on doing it again probably tonight or tomorrow, so we'll see if after a while it'll help out. Next, I got this set from Drunk Elephant. As you can see, I'm definitely on a kick, and you can't see anything in there, but I have it in front of me, and I really didn't feel like putting them back. It was a really good value because it already like gives you 20% off the price of the things in it, and then you get an extra 20% off. So the main thing I wanted, and I was going to buy this by itself, so it made sense, like the pack. It was the exact same price as just buying this, I think, yeah. This is the TLC Frame Boost Glycolic Night Serum, and on Beautypedia it has an amazing review, and so that's why I wanted to get it. I had this once before, but I used it for like a couple of days, and I was like, I cannot believe I spent my money on it. Like, I don't really need to. But then like I've seen my skin just like go downhill so badly that I was like, maybe I should invest some money in my skin because it's not going anywhere. Like, I really need to take care of it. So and it's funny because I've only been using it for a few days, but I actually do see a difference. I don't know if it's because I'm using the 2 cleansers and this, and then the other 2 things I'm going to show you. I think maybe like the combination of it all is helping heal my skin. I use this at night, and make sure you shake it first. And then I let it dry for at least like 15 to 20 minutes. I don't think you have to, but I don't know, that's what I do. Then I use the Virgin Marula Luxury Facial Oil on top, and it does recommend that you can do that. And I think it smells good. Or was it this that smells good? I think it's this. I can't remember. It doesn't have fragrance added. It's pure marula oil, but there's one of them that smells nice. And then during the day, I use the C Firma Day Serum. And all of them have really good reviews on Beautypedia, but then for this one, it says like, excuse me, people with oily skin might not like it, but I haven't had the feeling that it's like sticky, because they said something about it being like kind of thick. I don't have that experience at all. Like, I put it on and I let it dry for a while before I put it on, but I don't see any reason why someone with oily skin wouldn't like it. So I think that I will be buying the full size sooner or later, because I really like those. Excuse me. Next, I got a refill of my Cinema Secrets brush cleanser because I'm almost done. This is a really good investment. It's, especially for the big size. I don't recommend getting the little ones. It's so dumb to get the little ones when you can get something that's this big and will last you a while. It's my favorite way to clean my brushes. I don't use it for my beauty blenders. I use Dr. Bronner's soap for my beauty blenders. I think it works exactly the same as the Beauty Blender Cleanser, which I do love, but I think the Dr. Bronner's is the same. I also got the Sephora Citrus Brush Cleanser, and it's also to replace one that's almost done, and it lasts such a long time. Like, you will have it for, I think, like at least a year. I just spray it on a paper towel, and then I like swirl my brush over it, and it's ready for use immediately, and it smells very, very pleasant. It has, like, obviously a citrus smell, so... And then that's it. I did want to show a few things that I got at the drugstore, just for the hell of it. I got the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I haven't had it in so long, and it's what I'm wearing today, and I really like it. But I think I might like the Super Better Skin concealer better. I have the Fit Me in number 20 Sand, and I have the Better Skin in number 30 Light Medium. I've only used the Super Stay one time, so it's not like a end-all be-all kind of thing, but I think I like the Super Stay better. I got the Voluminous Miss Manga Rock. I do really like it. It is kind of like the Voluminous Carbon Black, except not as goopy, except sometimes I like the kind of goopiness because I like really thick lashes. And I forgot, I got this also at Sephora. It was this set, such a good deal, oh my god. I haven't opened it yet because I want to use some other things before I open this, but it has the Grandiose mascara, which I've been wanting to try for so long, but on its own, it's just too expensive. But I think the whole thing is like the price of this plus like $6. So it also has like the primer in a travel size, the Drama Liquid Pencil in a travel size, the art liner in a full size in black, which I love liquid liner, eye makeup remover, and the Hypnose Drama travel size. I love the Hypnose Drama, so that was a good deal. I also got this Mally pencil set. It was the only thing that I got at Ulta with my 20% off coupon. I love the Mally shadow pencils, and this was such a good investment. I totally recommend it. Even without the discount, it's worth the investment. So if you want to know, if you want like a video on these, swatching them, and maybe like a tutorial, I can do that too. And I also got this L'Oreal So Kiss-Me or something like that eyeliner, and it's right there, and it's just I think it's in the color Highlight. It's like a highlight rose gold color, and I've been using it in my inner corners, and I like that. And then last but not least, I have the CoverGirl Super Sizer mascara. Honestly, I'm on the fence about it. I'm not really understanding why there are so many amazing reviews. I think it's good, but not great. Like, I don't think it's as good as the Miss Manga Rock mascara. I don't know. The brush is very, very odd. I like a lot of volume, and this doesn't give a whole lot of volume. So, I don't know. Maybe when it dries up a little bit more, it will be better. So, that is everything. I actually just got this because it was 40% off at CVS. The Milani brow, Stay Put brow color, because I'm almost out of my dip brow, and I do really like it. I think I got like face powder on top of it, so my eyebrows might be kind of like powdery right now. But that is just a random little thing I got. So thank you guys for watching. Sorry it's been so damn long since I filmed a video. I'm probably gonna do my empties either later on today or tomorrow. I have a car full of bags of clothes from my closet because I did the KonMari method, and my mom's closet because we kind of did the KonMari method. She's moving, so we like went through everything, and we're donating it to a domestic violence shelter in Miami. So finally my car will be free and we get to maybe help someone in the meantime. So thank you guys for watching. I don't know why I just told you all of that. This video is long enough already. So have a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye.